Russian aircraft have more than once bombarded a U.S. airbase in Syria utilized by shrouded first-class American and British powers. The Russian strikes on the CIA-connected base were a piece of an activity by Russia to compel the U.S. to stop its help of ISIS in Syria, and a notice flagged that Russia was completely arranged to manage a World War III situation if America proceeded on a similar course. Fox News reports. Regardless of the way that a few powers could have been slaughtered in the bombarding hosed relations amongst Russia and the Pentagon and CIA, the White House and State Department still pursued a trade-off. The U.S. What's more, Russia consented to an agreement a week ago to target airstrikes against the al-Qaeda partner in the locale, Nusra Front, notwithstanding complaints from the Pentagon and CIA. Russia consented to stop airstrikes on new.s.sponsored revolts and control the Syrian air battle. The opposite sides are as yet discussing assignments where Russia would require U.S. endorsement to lead an airstrike. As per the Wall Street Journal, bargain sponsor in the White House and State Department trust U.S. airstrikes on the Nusra Front in zones that were beforehand possessed by Russian powers would give assurance to partners in Syria. Nonetheless, authorities in the Pentagon and CIA fight that Washington bowed to Moscow in the arrangement and trust that the U.S. requirements to face Russia. The Russian strike on the construct happened in light of June 16. The U.S. What's more, British powers help keep up what is portrayed as a cushion zone in Jordan. Powers go into Syria to help shield Jordan from Islamic State, U.S. authorities disclosed to the Journal. Powers didn't spend the night, because of security reasons. Almost multi-day before the strike, 20 of 24 British uncommon powers hauled out of the base. The U.S. followed a Russian plane making a beeline for the base. The warplane dropped a bunch bomb, as indicated by U.S. What's more, revolt authorities. After the principal strike, U.S. headquarters air activities focus in Qatar called Russia's Air Battle Home Office in Latakia, Syria to reveal to them that the base shouldn't be assaulted. In any case, Russian powers struck again almost an hour and a half after the call was made. Russian pilots didn't react to U.S. considers utilizing frequencies the opposite sides had already consented to use if there should be an occurrence of a crisis. No less than 4 dissidents were murdered in strikes. Russian authorities at first told the Pentagon that the military idea it was an Islamic State office, however U.S. authorities dismissed the thought in light of what they depicted as an extraordinary way the base was strengthened, the journal detailed. Russians at that point said that the Jordanians had given them the thumbs up to strike the base, yet the U.S. too fact-checked and said no such approval was given. Afterward, Russia told the U.S. that their base camp wasn't in position to cancel the strike on the grounds that the U.S. didn't give them the correct directions of the base. U.S. authorities said that the Pentagon had never solicited the Russians to stay away from that region since it wasn't near the forefronts and Russian airship didn't work in the peace of Syria at any rate. The strike has expanded the doubt between U.S. Furthermore, American powers in Syria. As indicated by the Wall Street Journal, the U.S. would not like to give Russia any more data than they needed to. Since the strike, the U.S. has advised Russia to avoid the Jordanian outskirt,